What's the point in this? What happens when you simplify the use of a certain technology? The first thing is that those who use the technology start taking it for granted and ask for more and more and more. Well, we've seen that in our own internet usage. As the bandwidth grew, the user started to download even bigger chunks of data, making the last generation network connection always seem almost just not good enough. Well, but those are the power users. What really interests me is what happens to the rest of the world. And, well, the second thing is that when you simplify the usage of technology, the number and kind of users will change. Emergence is a property of a complex system where sophisticated patterns emerge out of simpler rules, and that's why a flock, a swarm of bees will react to external stimuli with more sophistication than one single bee, just as if it was smaller. And the first rule of emergence is that more is different. That means that a swarm of 100 bees will have a totally different personality of a swarm of 1,000 of 10,000 bees. Well, with human systems, they are no different. If you have a few people on the street taking photographies, that's amateur photography. That's just holiday memories. But when you have 1,000 people or almost everyone on the street taking pictures, that's a whole different thing. That's a community eye, that's a privacy concern, that's a revolution. Another thing that happens when more users jump in is that different users will jump in with different backgrounds, and when they come, they will transform technology in total new ways. So when artists and visual artists start coding, they don't make applications, they don't make programs, they make pieces of art. Finally, the third thing that happens when you simplify technology, you give new generations new vocabularies. Okay, so remember the Zeno paradox and how it used to seem complicated and now it's just a child's game? Okay, now just think about complex systems, think about chaos theory, think about 3D vectors. Do you think they are complicated? If you think that understanding how complex patterns emerge from simple rows, well, you've never played SimCity. If you think it's complicated to understand how flock behavior and how swarms behave, well, you have never played Lemmings. Well, in fact, if you think physics are complicated and 3D is complicated, you haven't played a whole lot of games out there. So today's generation doesn't understand the world so much easier because they have read everything that has been written before. We understand the world in a different manner because we have the tools for it. Technology must be simplified for the sake of human understanding, because of those consequences, because when you simplify it, you change the technology, you change the user, you change how you see the world. Well, we have to change that. The computer is too complex, it's too complicated, it takes you out of focus. The internet is too overcrowded, it's too cumbersome, it's too ugly. We have to design tools that are acceptable by anyone without interfering in their lives. And when I mean anyone, I mean the illiterate of the world, I mean your grandfather, I mean the Pennsylvanian Amish, and I mean the Greek Orthodox monks. We have to learn how to sell computer to Orthodox monks.